I call it. Yeah. 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 For my brothers with daughters, I call this. For my brothers with daughters, I call this. For my brothers with daughters, I call this. For my brothers with daughters, I saw my daughter send a letter to some boy her age who locked up. First I regretted it, they caught my rage. Like, how could I not protect her from this awful fate? Never tried to hide who I was, she was taught and raised like a princess. But while I'm on stage, I can't leave her defenseless.
Yep. All right, listen, I need y'all to get on in here. Welcome to Andrew's the Podcast. Tonight, I got a great show for you. Listen, I want if you're new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that like button, so that you be up on all these great topics, all these great discussions. Like I said before, man, these are only the conversations that's gonna happen over here on Andrew's the Podcast. So, boy, it look like I'm lagging. Something awful. Again, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for Real Talk Tuesday with myself and the mayor. Thank you for hitting that like button off the top. If you would, if there's a number of different ways that you can support the podcast, right? You see the Cash App scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We definitely can use that. You can send us some stars, you know what I mean? Or again, just hit the like button. There's a lot of different ways you can support us. Or you could become a subscriber to the channel. I want to also announce that tomorrow, because I'm gonna be coming back doing another broadcast later tonight, because there's a situation that mirrors something that's going on in Georgetown County with the solar farms. And the same, I've been listening to the politicians in Williamsburg County, and I heard the same thing from the politicians in Georgetown County when it comes to this buzzword that they use a lot, which is economic development. And so what I want to stress to you guys, again, I'm not going to get into that because I got a great topic tonight. But I want to stress to you about sustainability, but we'll get into that later. Again, make sure you, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. Great show for you tonight. Let's go ahead and start this right now. Tonight's conversation is not about judging a father, okay? It's about listening to one. A dad by the name of Henry Davis posted and I hope I said his name, Honore Davis, I hope I said it right. A dad who posted something on Facebook that kind of, not kind of, but it resonated with me. It touched me. Okay. And because I see a lot of things, a lot of people posting a lot of things, but this had an element of fear to it. And I'm not saying fear like in weakness fear or scared fear, but that fear that a father has for their children out here in this world. And I hadn't seen, because I've seen the results of the rules when it comes to these vapes and all this stuff. When it comes to the school, I've seen kids get suspended. Kids are being suspended. It's causing all kinds of chaos in their life. But I've never seen on social media where a parent, in particular a father, was reaching out, and it touched me. It didn't bother me. It said, you know what, I need to reach out to this man right here, because we is always saying, boy, these kids different today. Yeah, they different today because they dealing with things that we never even imagined. Okay, they dealing with a whole different world of access that we can't even begin to. We still don't know. We still can't catch up. And so tonight, we're gonna have an honest conversation, right? Because I think that through this conversation, we'll be able to. Some other parents could be able to start that conversation with their kid, with their family, and so we can get these kids the help they need, and do what we need to do as adults. This father that we get ready to talk to, he represents a lot of you parents. He's street smart. He's provocative. I don't know the gentleman. I just went back and looked through his social media. Okay. And I see, oh man, yeah, this is somebody. I didn't want to call him because I wanted to have this conversation right here on the podcast. Because I think that's the real recognize real, and so that's what we're gonna do here tonight. Um, this is a community conversation, and it's not about we're not condemning these kids. We're trying to figure out what's going on with these kids. How is this really happening? You know what I mean? What's really going on? And we'll get to all of that. So let me do this little. Let me pay some bills here real fast, and then we'll get right here to my boy on the backside of this right here. So here we go. Times of trouble. You need someone who knows the law, knows the community, and knows how to fight for you. The law offices of Caesar McKnight, right here in Kingstree, South Carolina, is committed to protecting your rights and protecting your future. From criminal defense, personal injury, to family law. When the stakes are high, experience matters, and so does someone who listens. Call today and get a competent, passionate, and effective legal team on your side. Because when life hits hard, you don't have to go through it alone. The law offices of Caesar McKnight, justice for real people, serving the Kingstree and surrounding South Carolina communities. Call now or visit the website today or stop by for a free consultation. All right, and welcome to the podcast, Mr. All right, pronounce your name for me, bro, because I don't want to butcher your name. Okay, I lost the signal here for a second. Let me give him a second to pop back in here. Give him a second to pop back in here, and let me find this post that caught my attention. While we get this loaded up here, give us a second here, y'all. Again, tomorrow in Kingstree, South Carolina, there's going to be a town hall meeting, and it's surrounding. It's got to do with that with the solar farm situation, but we'll talk a little bit more about that on the back end. I tell you what, Mr. Davis, if you can hear me, I'm a remove you from the studio and just pop back in, okay? All right. All right, just pop back in there, Mr. Davis, if you would, please, sir. Again, we're talking with a father from Georgetown County about this vaping situation that's going on. And let me find his exact post. I don't know where I have it. Oh, I got it there. Okay, there he goes. All right, Mr. Davis, how are you?
I'm all right. How you?
I'm doing good, brother. Welcome to the podcast, man. First of all, thank you for accepting the interview, man. And on another note, brother, thank you for not the situation you're going through, but thank you for being just that honest, that brutally honest, and that open. So so other folks could, like myself, could see that. Hey, man, I'm not the only person out here that's dealing with this madness that's going on here when it comes to my daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So first, man, start by introducing yourself. Tell me where you from, and a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into the conversation that everybody's coming in to hear.
Yeah, I'm Honorary Davis. I'm from Georgetown, South Carolina. I'm a father of one little girl. She'll be 15 this month. I work at I work in McCall Farm in Effingham, South Carolina.
So, so Mr. Davis, when you and what we're talking about, and I wanted to get it up. I'm gonna get it up on the screen as we're talking. But
Uh,
um, when you found that vape, what was your first reaction? Fear, anger, confusion. What was your first reaction when you found that vape on your daughter, who you say is about to turn 15?
I was more upset at first. I was more upset. Uh, then I kind of calmed down. It wasn't really no point of being upset. Because I mean, I know basically she probably got it from somebody else. Following the crowd. A lot of these kids nowadays, man, like to follow the crowd. Um, and I saved it. I hold on to it too. She was at school when I found it, so I hold on to it till she got home from school, and then I asked her about it, and her first response was, "I'm holding it for somebody."
Mm. And
That's
and
what most of the kids are doing now anyway. That's what they'll tell you. I'm holding it for somebody.
because the question is, man, how are they getting it in their hands? I mean, you know what I
That,
mean? And
and that's a good question. That's the answer I want to know.
me, I'm gonna just be straight up. I mean, these vape stores, there's not an Indian store, one of these Indian-owned stores that you can't go into. And I'm not picking specifically on them, but I'm just dealing with what I see when I'm out here on the street. Um, because this is kind of like the same conversation that we were having when it came to the guns, when they were talking about a straw purchase, meaning that somebody was buying, you know what I mean, buying it for somebody. Yeah, what's that? That's that. Oh, let me see.
You kind of
I got.
breaking up.
Yeah, we got some. Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on here. Hold on here. All right. Is your phone near near an electrical device?
Um, TV phone.
Let's see.
TV off for a second. How about now?
All right. I think that's a little better. We kind of frozen there. All right.
How about now?
Yeah, it's still something. I'll tell you what. Are there? Is there another app open on your phone? Like, do you have some other? Like, you may need to close all the because I can still hear like that feedback. Hold on, man. Let me see if this is my end. That's over on his end there. Something just changed. Okay, but yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, my point is where are these kids getting this stuff from? The same thing like with the straw purchases with the guns, meaning that somebody buys a gun for somebody that doesn't supposed to have a gun. I wonder if there's any laws or any legislation being filed that would that would get that would put these people in jail. The people, buying these products for these kids. All right, I don't. Okay. I don't know what to tell him with that link there. All right, we're having a rough stream here, buddy. I don't know what I got going on. Let's see here. My end. Let's close some stuff out. Maybe we'll close this out. All right, guys, y'all hold on a second. Let me figure this out here. In the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna have to shut this down and run this back. See it's good. Have to run it back. Back. All right, guys, give me a minute. Let me figure this out. And we'll run this back. We'll run this back here tonight. Excuse me. Yeah, guys. All right, so yeah, we having an issue. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut this down and I'll run this back. We're gonna have this conversation if we got to go do this in person. It's just time for me to shoot an in-person podcast, right? You guys would like to see a podcast with me, not having somebody on the screen, but actually in the room with me. I think I'm ready to do that. This, I don't know. I think I can stay right here where I'm at, and then I can just cut out what I want to talk about and make it a video. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to shift gears here a little bit, and I'm going to talk about
what I wanted to talk about later. So let me get set up for that now. So I apologize, but you know, that's what happens when you're streaming live. Okay, so what do we do? Need some imagery for you guys. All right, are any of my friends from the Black River Guardians here by chance? Are any of my friends from the Black River Guardians here by chance? Is there a chance that anybody's here from the Black River Guardians? Let me reach out to some of y'all. Who is that that wants to send me a message? Who is that that wants to send me a message? That's one of them. Here now, so let's go ahead and do this. Get out of that. Get in this. Get these notes that you compiled. All right, let's hurry up so I can not have some. All right. Okay. This page. So what? And then? And you probably do. There you go.
In times of trouble, you need someone who knows the law, knows the community, and knows how to fight for you. The law offices of Caesar McKnight, right here in Kingstree, South Carolina, is committed to protecting your rights and protecting your future. From criminal defense, personal injury, to family law. When the stakes are high, experience matters, and so does someone who listens. Call today and get a competent, passionate, and effective legal team on your side. Because when life hits hard, you don't have to go through it alone. The law offices of Caesar McKnight, justice for real people, serving the Kingstree and surrounding South Carolina communities. Call now or visit the website today or stop by for a free consultation.